Commissioner Sandra Kennedy.
Just to be here with you today, my friends, my labor brothers and sisters, the men and women who work so hard and their contributions that our country stands and our country is very strong, and we are proud because of people like you. Give yourself that you allowed me to speak here today to commemorate and talk about solidarity. We are one. Stand up for workers' rights. If it had not been for you, we would not be where we are today. We are here today in solidarity. Dr. King organized the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, which gave him a base to pursue civil rights activities, first in the South and later nationwide. His philosophy of nonviolent resistance led to his arrest on numerous occasions in the 1950s and 60s. The protests he led in Birmingham, Alabama in 1963 brought him worldwide attention. He spearheaded the August 1963 March on Washington, which brought together more than 200,000 people. In 1964, he was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize, where at the age of 35, he was the youngest person to receive the Peace Prize. His plan in 1968 for a March on Washington as part of his Poor People's Campaign was interrupted as he took the fatal trip to Memphis to support a strike by the city's sanitation workers. I often wonder if Dr. King what he would think today of what has become of our state. We all remember that Arizona was one of the last states to establish a King holiday. Many of you in this room marched with us to the Capitol, calling for a state holiday. I am still sad, in fact, that we still do not have a state holiday honoring our native son, Cesar Chavez. As I reflect on what has become of our state, it is contrary to Dr. King's vision and mission. The racial divisiveness being created by unconstitutional laws, the attack on our middle class by anti-labor bills, the inadequate funding of our educational system is an affront on what Dr. King stood for. Let us be very clear that a small group of people have taken control of our state. And let me say that again. Let us be very, very clear that a small group of people have taken control of our state. But as long as we stand in solidarity, they will not be able to conquer us. Stand up for an idea or act to improve ourselves and others, strike out against injustice, we send forth a ripple of hope. Dr. King said, everybody can be great because anybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject or your verb agree to serve. You don't have to know the second theory of thermodynamics and physics to serve. You only need a heart full of grace, a soul generated by love. He also stated, and so we all have to do more than register and more than vote. We shall have to create leaders to embody virtues we can respect. We have moral and ethical principles we can applaud with enthusiasm. If you lose hope, somehow you lose the vitality and the virtualness to keep the life moving. You lose that courage to be, that quality that helps you to go on in spite of it all. And so today I ask that we will not find fault in each other, but to solidify our forces and stick together. As the group of leaders for our state are joined enough together, we must do the same. Cesar Chavez said, "You are never strong enough that you don't need help." He went on to say, "We cannot seek achievement for ourselves and forget about progress and prosperity for our community. Our ambitions must be broad enough to include the aspirations and needs of others, for their sake and for our own today." In closing, remember Cesar Chavez's words. Unions have always been about much more than industries in which they operate. The fight is never about grapes or lettuce. It is always about the people. So in solidarity, we stand as one. In solidarity, we are one. Stand up for the rights of workers,